Hey everybody, welcome to day 9 of the 12 Days of Christmas movie reviews. I'm your host Wildman Wes, and we've got a pretty great one for you today. Pretty funny, exactly. We are going to be doing the 2005 rom-com Just Friends. Wow, kind of ironic that I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt about a movie that stars Ryan Reynolds. Okay, I'm just messing with you, I did this on purpose. So, Ryan Reynolds plays a character by the name of Chris Brander, and he has this high school crush on a girl named Jamie Palomino that's played by Amy Smart. And pretty much at the beginning of the movie you find out she never really had feelings for him, they were just friends. So he got friend-zoned pretty much right at the end of his high school career. The rest of the high school is making fun of him for it. He promises that he's going to show them all that he's going to make something of himself. Well, fast forward quite a few years later, he is now an executive to a music label, and and I should have backtracked a little bit. When he was in high school, he was kind of hefty, really big guy, and now he's lost a lot of weight. He looks like pretty much how he does today. And he's kind of a womanizer, a little bit of an alcoholic, and his boss decides that they need to get this person signed on their label named Samantha James, who's played by Anna Faris, and she's kind of this Britney Spears wannabe, only, how do I put it, 100 times worse. Well, they're supposed to go to Paris for a record deal signing and to do some recordings, and unfortunately the plane shuts down from their way from LA to Paris, and they land in his hometown in the East Coast. So he decides to take her to go see his family, and at one point when they're at a bar in his hometown, he runs into Jamie, and they start reconnecting and starting to talk about how things were back in the day. And there's this little connection of will they, won't they. Eventually, at one point, she finds out that he really does love her and that she really actually loves him. He kind of friend zones her, and then she gets really upset about it. Meanwhile, there is a guy that was friend zoned back in their past named Dusty, who was a musician, played by Chris Klein from the American Pie series. And all of a sudden, he's a paramedic, and he's trying to show his affections for Jamie. She starts to bite for it, or she actually starts to, like Dusty. And then you find out that Dusty is actually trying to get revenge on her for friend-zoning her. He's basically going to, basically do her and leave her, basically. So when Chris finds out about this, he tries to tell Jamie. Jamie doesn't really believe him. Then she overhears it. Then basically, Chris and Jamie finally settle their differences, and they get together. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. There's a lot of things that I didn't, discuss. Some of you have probably seen this before. I mean, it is 14 years old, but if you haven't seen it, I recommend checking it out. What I do like about this movie is just the insanity. I mean, Ryan Reynolds can take a really, really just basic movie and make it 100 times better. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say, okay, Wes, we get it. You got a man crush on Ryan Reynolds. It's not just that. It's just, me as an actor, personally, I like to try to take something hokey and make it funny and hopefully make it better. This guy can, hey, apart from Green Lantern, he tried his best. But, there's a lot of other movies he tried his best on, but, what can we do? But I like the insanity of things. At one point, in the movie, the character of Jamie is loved by all the children, and the kids kind of look at Chris and treat him like he's, like the black sheep of the town. And there's this big hockey game with the kids, and all of a sudden Chris is just being really, really, just being a prick about, losing to these kids. And at one point he stares one down and gives him the thumbs down, and I was laughing my ass off on it. I think it's just great just because he has no shame. And another part when Chris is trying to stop Dusty from getting with Jamie. Dusty's playing a song at a church, and Chris tries to stop it, and a big fight ensues at the church. And, there's a lot of fights that break out in this movie, and it's just, I love it. It's hilarious. Another thing is there's a lot of smaller parts. We have Julie Haggerty playing Chris's mom. Most people might know her from the Airplane franchise. We also have Christopher Marquette, who plays Chris's brother. First time I ever saw him was around the same time in Freddy vs. Jason, playing Linderman. And then Stephen Root has a cameo appearance as the record producer. What I don't like about it, there's not much that I don't like about it. I mean, yeah. Other than, the concept of the friend zone, I think we've all been there at one point. It doesn't matter who we are, we've been friend zoned. But I think what makes it better about the friend zoning situation is that that Ryan Reynolds' character is trying so hard to get out of the friend zone, and when he does, the payoff is perfect. I would say it tends to drag on a little bit at times. Especially with Anna Faris's character, it slows the movie down a little bit. Anna Faris is funny. It's just the character in this movie slows it down a little, and that's about all I can say that I really don't like about it. Time to grade this. I'm going to go ahead and give this one an A-. Like I said, I enjoy the movie a lot. There's not really much that slows it down apart from the character of Samantha James. It's funny, but at the same time, there's so much high energy comedy going on, and then her parts just kind of, slow it down way too much. It's like pump the brakes there, Squirrely Dan, as they would say in Letterkenny. So, yeah, that's it. I'm just going to give it an A-. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you like, share, and as always, push the red button, and don't forget to ring the bell for instant notifications on Dragonfire Entertainment. And if there's anything you do want to see in the future, guess what? There's a comment section below. Leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see. We'll do what we can, because we want to. And plus it is the season, so we want to give back as much as we can, because you've given us support for the last almost 2.5 to 3 years, and we bless you for that. Speaking of the holiday season, there are a lot of small channels that have been suffering due to a lot of issues with YouTube, and by 2020, a lot of them might be gone. Heck, we might be gone. We don't know yet, but be sure that you check out a lot of other small channels, give them some support, push their red buttons, ring their bells, help them out. Let's just keep this community alive, because you know what? That is what community's all about, sticking together. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes, and we will see you tomorrow for day 10 of the 12 Days of Christmas movie reviews. See you soon.